7:30, and I do believe in being prompt and not wasting people's time. So we're waiting on some trustees to arrive. I know one trustee did call and notify us that she was going to be running late. So we'll wait a few minutes for her to arrive, and then one trustee will not be coming at all tonight due to a family emergency that he had earlier. So just be patient with us, and hopefully one of the trustees will be coming shortly. But we apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you. everyone. Welcome to the Village of Broadview regular board meeting located at 2600 South 13th Avenue at the Broadview Schroeder Park District. Today is December 3rd. I would like to call our regular board meeting to order at 7:36 p.m. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Present.
Trustee Jones?
Present.
Mayor Thompson?
Here.
Trustee Horn?
Here.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Moreno are absent. Mayor, you do have a quorum. Can we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? May we all please have a moment of silence? Thank you. Let me remind all, if you have electronic devices, now is the time to put them on silent as to not disturb the meeting. This meeting is being live streamed. Next item on the agenda, item 2, presentation from National Alliance for Mental Health. For mental illness.
Hi, I'm Nikki Rashes. Thank you for having us here this evening. I am the Outreach and Volunteer Manager for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And the reason we were asked here today is to talk to you about a new facility we have opened in Broadview, which is called the Living Room. And what the Living Room is a peer-led alternative to the hospital emergency room for someone who's experiencing an elevation in mental health symptoms. So simply put, if someone's experiencing more symptoms, is experiencing a mental health crisis, or even if they don't have a diagnosis, but are having trouble coping with life stressors, they can come to our living room, which is on Roosevelt Road between 19th and 20th. And at the living room, they will have a brief assessment with a master's level clinician. They'll do a risk assessment, make sure the living room is the best place for them. Once they've done that, they're going to meet in the living room, which is a calm, serene, safe place. They'll meet with a recovery support specialist. And what a recovery support specialist is someone who is living with a mental health condition well into recovery and has been trained extensively to be able to help others reach recovery. They will work together on things like hooking with community resources, action plans to keep themselves safe, and work on goal setting. While they're there, they can de-escalate and take the time they need to feel better before leaving. They're able to stay for as little or as much time as they feel comfortable. As they leave, they will have an exit interview with the clinician who will make sure they got the services they needed while they were there. NAMI provides all of our services free of charge. There is no cost for this service, and insurance is not required. We are operating the living room in partnership with Haas Healthcare Alternative Systems, who provides the clinicians for the living room. The living room is open 7 days a week, every day of the year, from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. That does include holidays. There are no appointments necessary. You can drop in any time that you feel you're in need of assistance. So we were hoping that by bringing this to you today, you will be able to share this information with your community. We're here to help the people of Broadview. We understand there is still a lot of stigma surrounding mental health, and there are a lot of people who may need assistance who have not yet been diagnosed or who have not yet started on that journey to recovery. We're here to help them down that path. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Trustee Tierney?
I have none. No.
Trustee Jones?
I have none.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing, thank you.
You know what, Nikki, I just want to say, we appreciate you all being in our community. I know the first living room opened up a couple of years ago in LaGrange, and the distance between Proviso Township getting over to LaGrange was problematic. So I truly appreciate that you guys are so close proximity that can serve not just the residents of Broadview, but the whole entire Proviso Township, and it's accessible. So we will be working closely with you. I know our police chief is involved in making sure that we get the cases that we get on the street, referred over to you all. So we look forward to a healthy relationship and the partnership, so you have our full support as you guys move forward with this component that is so needed in our community that we have to address. So thank you.
We appreciate that, and we're happy to be here.
Thank you.
Okay, item 3, public comments. Mayor, I have not received any public comments at this time.
Thank you.
So we'll move on to item 4, communications. We have no communications. I did just want to mention condolences to the Bush family for the recent passing of George H.W. Bush, our 41st president of the United States. He was a good president, and arguably, some say he was probably the best president in our history that served only one term. And he served under a lot of turmoil and was able to accomplish a lot of good things. And we will remember him and his service to the country and services even after he was president. Next item is item 5, consideration to approve the following minutes. Minutes from the November 19th, 2018 regular board meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Horn, seconded by Trustee Tierney. Madam President, open for discussion.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones?
I have nothing.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Okay, we'll take a roll call. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Carries 4-0. Next item on the agenda, item 6, consideration to approve expenditures. Grand total of all funds, $893.27.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Horn. Madam President.
Thank you. In the absence of Madam Chair, Trustee Abraham, Trustee Tierney, would you please read the warrant list?
Yes, ma'am. Broadview, these are the accounts over, the bills over $2,500. We have Broadview True Value, $11,637.50. Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency, $208,281.60. Lincoln National Life Insurance Company, $7,725.41. Lovey and Lovey Attorney at Law, $6,500. Mecca Tree Service, Inc., $2,940. Mid-American Water, we have $8,203.37. National Hose Testing Specialists, Inc., $3,248. Ross Financial Services, $6,216.06. West Cook County Solid Waste Agency, $14,213.91, for a total of $268,965.85. For the total expenditures, $291,893.27 at 92%. Madam President, that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney, you have any comments?
No.
Trustee Jones?
Nothing.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item is settlement agreement for Louis Tigera in the amount of $3,770.40.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Horn. Madam President.
Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones?
No comment.
Trustee Horn?
No comments.
Thank you.
Roll call. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, item 7, committee reports. These are the committee chairs. These reports are given at each first meeting, starting with streets, sidewalks, and alleys. Trustee Horn.
Good evening, everybody. This is a short report. I first want to go on record. The Public Works Department have been doing a really good job keeping the streets clean related to the snowfall that was recently taking place. If your street is not up to par, I need for you to let me know via email. So just email me with your street address, and I can follow up on it. I've been conversing with New to You, which is a retail outlet in the community, and there was a safety hazard identified related to an alley. I've been conversing with the mayor related to that issue, and that request has been passed on to the safety committee, which consists of Chief Ugling and Director Matt Ames. And so they'll be coming up with a solution related to it, and I'll be following up on it so that I can communicate accurately the status of that request. As of right now, that's all for my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Horn.
Thank you. Next item is Finance Committee. Trustee Abraham, who is absent. Is there anyone in her stead that has a report or anything?
Trustee Abraham asked me to just let the community know the regular Finance Committee is no committee meeting in the month of December, so it will reconvene in the month of January. So just be on the lookout for the next committee meeting in January. And typically, the Finance Committee meetings typically meets the first Wednesday of the month. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Next item is the Business License Committee. Trustee Ely, he's absent as well. Is there anything for that committee?
He didn't give a report.
Thank you, Mayor. Next is Fire, Police, and Civil Service. Trustee Tierney.
The only report I have right now is January 3rd at 7:30. We're going to hold a Fire and Police Committee meeting. So that's January 3rd, 7:30 p.m. That's all I have.
Thank you, Trustee Tierney. Next is Water, Drainage, and Health. We have nothing. Then Building and Public Property. That committee sits vacant. Mayor, do we have anything for Building and Public Property?
Thank you.
Point of order, I'd just like to get some clarification. I just want to know, what was the safety hazard that New to You?
It was related to the alley. They don't have a speed bump or anything back there, and people are speeding through the alley and racing onto the street. And so on several occasions, there was a potential, somebody almost got hit on more than one occasion.
Okay.
Okay, and that completes item 7, Mayor. Next, item 8, old business. Item A resolution approving the final budget for a certain intergovernmental agreement regarding the Ike 911 Center between the Village of Broadview and the Village of Maywood for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
I'd like to make a motion to table this item.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney and seconded by Trustee Jones to table this item until
At least the next meeting.
Yeah, at least the next meeting.
December 17th, next meeting.
17th.
Right. Okay. We're going to do it December 17th, next board meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Hearing no opposition, Mayor, this is tabled until the next meeting, 4-0. Next item is item 9, new business. A motion authorizing reimbursement of Ross Financial Services, Inc.'s expenditures of pre-development funds on behalf of the village pursuant to Section 5D of a development agreement between the Village of Broadview and Ross Financial for a Phase 1 environmental site assessment and market study for the village's application with the Illinois Housing Development Authority regarding a potential senior and veteran housing facility for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Jones. Madam President.
Thank you. The purpose of this motion is to authorize reimbursement of Ross Financial Services, Inc. expenditures of pre-development funds on behalf of the village pursuant to Section 5D of a development agreement between the village and Ross Financial for Phase 1 environmental site assessment and market study for the village's application with the Illinois Housing Development Authority regarding a potential senior and veteran housing facility for the village. Trustee Tierney?
No comment.
Trustee Jones?
I have no comment.
Trustee Horn?
No questions.
Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Madam President, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item B, a motion to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to proceed with the hiring of a firefighter paramedic for the Village of Broadview, Illinois Fire Department.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Jones. Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. The purpose of this motion is to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to proceed with the hiring of a firefighter paramedic for the village. Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones?
I have nothing.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0. Next
Thank you.
item. C, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Sections 5-2-1 and 5-2-3 of the Broadview Village Code in connection with adopting certain fire codes and life safety codes for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
I'd like to make a motion to table that.
So we have a motion to approve and table, which takes precedence. Do we wanna-
I'll second the motion to table.
Okay, so I have Trustee Tierney making a motion to table, Trustee Jones seconded. Correct. Superseded, right?
Okay.
Okay. All in favor to table till the next board meeting, December 17th, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Hearing no opposition, Mayor, this is tabled until December 17th, next board meeting. Next item, D, an ordinance amending Title V of the Broadview Village Code regarding fire alarm systems in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Make a motion to approve.
Can I get a second?
Well, I'll second it for the purpose of
It's
discussion.
been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Jones. Madam President?
The purpose of this ordinance is to amend Title V of the Broadview Village Code regarding fire alarm systems in the village. Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones?
What is the amendment? I didn't see the amendment. No, you can just read it, or just tell me what it is. I don't, no, just the basic,
What's the base of
the
it?
basic change. What was the change to the code?
It's the change to a more concise plan submission, plan development, review process of fire
Is this
alarms.
more the building department issue? Is this you, Dave, or is this?
No, this is the fire department.
I know you work hand in hand, but he said the submission to you?
The plans go through the building department before they get to the fire
That's what
department.
I asked.
Right.
And he said it was you.
My
The first question I said, was this more of a building department issue or a fire department issue? Because it's part of our code. So I'm just trying to find out, and I understand it's about fire suppression, or fire alarms, I'm sorry.
It's more about fire department issues, fire department requirements.
What is the change?
It's a submission process, a plan review.
So we didn't have one before?
We had recommend,
If I can.
Well, please.
It's outdated. The one that we had was from 19-something, 60, 70s.
1999 or
90,
88
yeah.
or
And this is just bringing us up to 2018 with the
So
new
are there
codes.
any specifics that we can tell the public that are different in the changes in how we're doing our business?
There's a few. Again, it's all life safety codes as opposed to the building codes, which are life safety as well. It's just updating the
Well,
books.
and I don't have a problem with the updating. I guess the next question then is, are we gonna put this and we're gonna highlight the changes on our website and make sure that everybody knows exactly what those changes are for the application process? All right, well, that's all I got.
Trustee Horn?
Yeah, that just-
Nothing.
So just for a matter of this discussion, all of the trustees get all of the information prior to the start of the meeting. So the submission of the ordinance and the updates of the fire code was submitted to all the trustees.
Madam President,
Thank you,
that's
Inspector.
That's not accurate because some of the attachments were not included. So some of the legislation is not included in the emails. And other trustees will verify that. So that has happened, that certain particular things are not included in email. While there's a comprehensive email that comes out, everything's not always included, or some bits and pieces are missing.
Trustee Tierney, did you receive the attachments?
I did, yes.
Trustee Horn, did you receive the attachments?
That's why I was prepared to move forward with both, but yes, I did.
And I also received it. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, maybe some of y'all get them.
Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
No,
Oh,
we
just the vote?
voted.
Yes.
vote.
We're voting for this.
Yes.
So that's an aye vote for Trustee Tierney. Trustee Jones?
Yeah.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Madam President, this carries 4-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item E, a resolution adopting a certain debt management policy for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
The purpose of this resolution is to adopt a debt management policy for the village.
Need a motion?
Motion to approve.
And a second.
I have a question before. Can I ask a question now, or no?
We're going to get a second to discussion.
Okay.
It doesn't
A
need-
second for the purpose of discussion.
Thank you. It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney and seconded by Trustee Horn. Madam, it's now open for discussion.
Trustee Tierney?
No comment.
Trustee Jones?
No comment.
Trustee Horn?
The only two things I wanted to add was, would it be helpful to add a qualifying statement or define what long-term debt is and short-term operating needs as far as the actual number? Long-term debt equal to 1 year or more, 5 years or more, versus just leaving it abstract.
It's not really abstract. It's kind of a given. When you talk about short-term needs, it's usually it's an assumption that it's 3 to 5 years, and when you talk about long-term debt, it's usually 10 or more years. That's kind of like the general assumption that's made, and this is consistent with any policy that you would see. They don't really specify any terms unless there's anything specific that they want to address in those short-term within that time frame.
You think that's I mean, I understand. So when I Googled long-term, I just wanted to see how many different definitions came up for long-term. I got multiple numbers. So I understand what you're saying. I get it. An assumption doesn't mean it's fact. That's because we're assuming it. Wouldn't it be helpful just to document it? Would it hurt?
No, because it's
So that we couldn't,
it will
it
change.
won't fluctuate?
It will change, right? Because when
I
we
think
go
it
out
then
to
you change the policy.
Yeah,
when
I think we need
when
to
you
define
go
it.
out to for long term, the issuance of debt could be based on what the needs are when you issue that debt. So when you take, for instance, issuance of debt for the village renovation in the 911 center, that was consistent with what we thought the useful life for the building and the 911 center, which was 15 years. That could be 10, it could be 20, and that would be considered long term. So we wouldn't want to lock ourselves into a specific time frame because it will vary depending upon the needs of the village at the time that we issue debt.
I understand your position. I just disagree with not document. I think we need to define a range and put it in policy.
Trustee Jones, you want to make a comment?
Yeah, that's part of the problem that I have with it is it's not clearly defined, like a lot of the other things that I've gotten out of finance. This is just one of those examples. If you're going to create a policy, because we have the ability to amend and redo the policy down the road, I think that we should define it up front. And if in fact, once we come to the crossroads of some type of debt that's going to fall either inside the parameters or outside the parameters, then we can go back and redefine it if we want to. But I think we should put a number on it, a cap on it or something. It doesn't matter whether we define it 3 to 5 years, to your point, or 5 to 10 years, or whatever it is, but I think there should be a number on it up front. And if in fact there's something that comes up that's outside it, to your point, we can go back and redefine it, you know, in our policy or amend our policy, just like you would amend an ordinance or anything else.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys can find a debt management policy that has a specific term that define this, then, you know, please share that with me. But this was drafted and reviewed by not only our attorney, but our bond counsel as well. And so this is,
Attorney?
What's your question, trustee?
I mean, we want it defined, and at least I want it defined, and I think that Trustee Verena Horn is respectfully asked for the same thing. In your position as the attorney, what is your position on it? On the way it's written currently and the fact that we want it defined?
Respectfully, trustee, my position is that the board votes, and the corporate authorities in tonight's circumstance vote on many items, and it's the policy that's created by the board by the people through that. So it's not really my position of whether the board should adopt a policy or not. If the board decides that they want to put a defined term in there, I understand finance department's position that oftentimes these aren't defined. I also stand the board's position that they're asking for some level of certainty relative to dates, which is their prerogative. The board is elected by the people to govern this village.
I would like to make a statement. It's ironic that these two items, well, this particular resolution came before the Finance Committee, which Trustee Horn sits on, as well as Trustee Tierney, and they made a recommendation that we submitted to the board. So if those were conversations that came up, I don't know if this conversation came up during the Finance Committee before it was recommended to the board to vote on. So that's my concern, number one. Number two is, as we move the village forward, there are a lot of policies that's not in place and has not been in place for multiple years. So we need to put things in place so that we can be held accountable to the residents and our business partners. So with that being said, Trustee Horn, hold on, Trustee Jones, I have the floor, thank you. With that being said, Trustee Horn, you are a part of the Finance Committee. Was this discussed in the Finance Committee when you guys met?
Qualifying the actual terms was not. Creating a policy with the understanding that we would speak about it was. I mean, I'm okay with the policy. I think it's intelligent. I think it's a smart way to go. And I understand the position of finance. I understand the position of a lot of finance professionals when policies are created like this. But when it comes to execution, having defined parameters in place is the only way to ensure that we're making decisions using the same information. Having an assumption in place can result in something broken or misunderstanding or unnecessary conversation. So if we can define it up front, it doesn't hurt to just define it up front. To his point, it could be a range, equal to, less than, qualify the statement.
So what would be your position tonight to vote on?
If we can, I will make a motion to amend it, consider with a defined.
Would you like to table this and go back to the Finance Committee?
Make a motion to table this
Second.
Okay.
till next board meeting?
Well, no, the Finance Committee need to meet first.
Subsequent to a Finance Committee meeting
Yeah.
and recommendation.
And at this time, there is no scheduled meeting for finance.
It'll be in January, but it's not defined yet, so, okay.
So Mayor, are we
Yeah, need a
complete
vote.
with the discussions?
We need to vote on it.
We're complete with the discussions?
Mr. Attorney, can you clarify
Yes,
what's to
make
take place?
sure one thing's clear, that, so the motion on the table, and I just want to make sure that the movement and the second are in the same, the movement and the second are on the same page, that the motion on the table is to bring this back to the board after the next meeting of the Finance Committee, and the direction is that the Finance Committee is to address this, plus the input that the corporate authorities are giving tonight. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's correct.
Thank you. Thank you all very much.
All in favor of the table say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Hearing no opposition, Mayor, this will be tabled until after the next Finance Committee has met and acted upon this.
Okay.
Next item, F, as in Frank, a resolution adopting a certain fund balance reserve policy for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second?
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Horn. Madam President.
Thank you. The purpose of this resolution is to adopt a fund reserve policy for the village. Trustee Tierney?
No comment.
Trustee Jones?
No comment.
Trustee Horn?
Well written, no comment. Thank you.
Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item, G, consideration of an application for a business license requested by William Woods of Castle Motorworks, doing business as Castle Motorworks, located at 1951 West 21st Street for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Jones. Madam President.
Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones?
Dave, you want to tell us what it is, what we got going on?
Yes, Trustee Jones. Castle Motor Works will be located at 1951 West 21st Street, Unit B. It's a auto sales, buy-sell trade, use autos via the internet.
That's it.
Trustee Horn,
Nothing, thank you.
can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, item H. Consideration of an application for a business license requested by Craig B. Cohen of Blue Rose Shoe Corp., doing business as Madison Street Shoes, located at 1805 Beach Street for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Jones, seconded by Trustee Horn. Madam President, open for discussion.
Trustee Tierney,
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones,
No comment.
Trustee Horn,
Nothing.
can I get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item. I, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Craig B. Cohen of CBC Shoe Corporation, doing business as Craig's Shoes, located at 1805 Beach Street for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois. This is not a duplicate. This is not a typo.
Motion to approve.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Horn, seconded by Trustee Jones. Madam President?
Trustee Tierney,
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones,
We got the building commissioner standing up here, and because these two are kind of correlated, I just waited till the second one. I would just like you to let everybody know what Mr. Cohen is doing.
You also have the principal here.
Oh, okay. How you doing? All right. Well, Mr. Cohen's here too. Go ahead, Dave. Either one, I don't care.
can you please come to the mic?
I have multiple companies that we're just coordinating under one address to do some distribution and bring my accounting staff in-house, and we chose Broadview because we found a facility that worked for us, and the size and the proximity to all of our other locations worked out.
Okay.
Good to know.
Trustee Horn,
Good to know. Thank you.
can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Yep.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
All right, item J, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Toshiba Holland of TK Holland Enterprise, doing business as TK Holland Day Spa, located at 1821 South Roosevelt Road for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Jones. Madam President?
Thank you. Trustee Tierney,
Do we have any representatives from that company?
Come on
Come on
up.
up and talk.
come to the mic, please.
You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a full day spa, but I understand, I don't believe you allow massage, correct?
I'm sorry?
Do you allow massage services? Massage, like body massages?
Hey, Dave, is that in the building code? Massage?
So I'm gonna do facials, and then I also like hair services, but upscale services, so not just, really spa services.
So is it more professional type services?
Yes, more
at a spa
professionals,
level?
like I'm a celebrity stylist, so I have a upper echelon of the clientele. So I'm gonna be bringing in a little higher billing. Just really nice pampering service for all the ladies, and no men, just all ladies.
Okay, I guess I know you on the spot, so that probably got a lot to do with it. So let us help you out.
Okay, thank you.
So what you do is you have an upscale spa salon that caters to a professional as it relates to spa services, facials, nail technician, hairstylist.
Correct,
It's that type of boutique.
correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Trustee Jones?
Nothing. Other than she mentioned something about massages, and I was asking Dave about the village code, because I hadn't even looked at the village code about massages. But apparently she says that we don't have it, so that was it.
Trustee Horn?
You have a website?
No, I operate now on a different website, but I will have, everything will be new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming
this
that your
business.
background, like you're a cosmetologist and a
Yes, I'm a
esthetician and-
cosmetologist. I'm a cosmetologist instructor. I'm a motivational speaker
All right.
and a licensed minister.
Thank you. That's it. I don't have anything else.
Okay, thank you. Trustee, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, K. Consideration of an application for a business license requested by the Hertz Corporation, doing business as the Hertz Corporation, located at 900 Broadview Village Square for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Need a second.
I said
You
second.
Oh, I didn't hear, I'm sorry. I'm
Trustee
going deaf.
Tierney?
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Jones. Madam
Are there any
President?
representatives from the Hearst Company here? No?
It's a national name.
Yeah, I thought
Is-
maybe they'd have somebody here.
Trustee Jones?
No?
I have not.
Trustee Horn?
Nothing makes
Can we
sense.
get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Present. Here. I approve it, yes, yes,
Trustee Jones?
yes.
We get you some no-dos, man.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0. Next item, L, consideration of an application for a business license requested by Kathleen Davis of A&K Event Planning and Professional Services LLC, doing business as A&K Virtual Administrative Professionals LLC, located at 2428 South 11th Avenue for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second?
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Horn. Madam President?
Trustee Tierney?
I have no comment.
Trustee Jones?
I don't have any comment either.
Is there anyone from A&K Events here? Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Thank you. Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Abraham and Brown Marino are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Next item, X. 10, applications for the authority to expend funds totaling $8,001.68.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Jones. First one is for New Egg Business. I have the paperwork. Chief, I was gonna say, Chief, did you want to speak on it?
So this is for new computers. We've been piecemealing our computers for about the past 10 years. So this is new computers. We're actually buying half now and half later. And the computers that we're buying now are so great that they're back ordered for 2 months. So we've been working on this for a while. So we're gonna make sure we're actually getting one set to make sure it's compatible with all the systems that we have now, and then we're gonna go from there. That's it.
Trustee Tierney?
With Lieutenant DeLong gone, do we have somebody that can set all
Yes.
this equipment up
We
and
have
get
a
it working?
military computer specialist.
Okay, never mind. Enough said.
Trustee Jones?
I have nothing.
Trustee Horn?
I'm happy for you.
Great, thank you.
Can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Ely is absent. Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Aye.
Mayor Thompson?
Yes.
Trustee Horn?
Yes.
Trustees Brown Marino and Abraham are absent. Mayor, this carries 4-0. Next item, 11, Village Clerk. Madam President, I don't have anything at this time. Next item, 12, Village President Katrina Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Well, at the last board meeting, we had the village board of trustees approved the PO for us to do streetlights on Roosevelt Road. So I have to be the one to bear the bad news. That won't happen this year only because it takes 6 to 8 weeks for the lighting to arrive. So we're looking at other options as it relates to stringing lights on the trees and the poles. So we working with electrician to make sure that it's compatible for us to do so, but we still want to, you know, show something, festivities for the holiday season on Roosevelt Road. So don't be discouraged. Next year, we'll do a better job making sure that we have enough time to get the things that you all asked us for. Also, today I had the great privilege to witness a couple of inductions and for the judges. So two of the judges that supports our community is the Honorable Judge David Navarro and the Honorable Judge Elizabeth Casaliza. They got sworn in today, but what was so profound to me is when you listen to all the Chief Justices speak as they give the inspirational empowerment speeches to the new judges. And there was 39 judges that were sworn in today, and what was so profound to me is 22 of them were women. So women are making a staple in a lot of different areas of how we look at the electoral process. I also got the opportunity to attend Commissioner Brandon Johnson induction today. So we're very happy to be working with the new commissioner in the 1st District, and we want to continue to have those good relationships with our local commissioners as well as the judges that were elected by the people. But one of the chief judges made the statement today, and it was so profound, and I want you all to just really own this statement. And it says, it says, to test a man's character, give him power. That was so profound to me when we talk about elected officials, because if you really see someone's character when they have the power. And, and you should want to do the right thing and serve the people, because we are elected by the people to do the right thing for the people. So all of us that's elected officials, we just want to serve and do a really good job in the village of Broadview. So with that said, I just want to welcome all of our new businesses to town. We are truly a partnership. This is a balanced community, and when I look at the term balanced community, I see residential, commercial, and industrial, and we have to share all of our resources with everyone. And I like to put it in this context. If we don't fix streets and sidewalks and alleys or keep up with the trees and things that matters to residents, then we don't get reelected. If we don't do things that the business partners want us to do as it relates to, they have streets that they won't repair, they have some needs as well, we don't do what they ask us to do to share our resources, then they leave the community. And they are the biggest part of our taxing base. Then we have to start looking at how we hire and keep our police department and our fire department in task when we talk about that. So if a large corporation pulled out of Broadview, it could be a possibility that we could lose some firemen and some policemen. So we want to make sure that we balance our resources with our business partners, because they mean so much to us. Just like our residents, they mean so much to us. So with that being said, I just want to wish you all a good night and God bless you, and we'll see you at the December 17th meeting. Good night.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
Who second? I did. It's been properly motioned by Trustee Jones, seconded by Trustee Tierney to adjourn the meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Hearing no opposition, this meeting is hereby adjourned at 8:19 p.m.